Today I wanted to come on here and film a video for you guys about how I passed my jurisprudence exam. So I wrote my exam yesterday. I think you have 3 hours and 15 minutes, something like that, and then you have 150 questions, and then you have to pass it in order to get your license to be registered with the CNO. It does depend, you know, what province or I guess country you're in, but for Ontario, we're regulated by the CNO, so the jurisprudence exam is something that has to be done. So I wanted to share with you guys some things that helped me pass my exam, how I prepared for it, and then maybe give you guys a little bit of insight on what to expect. So what to expect of the jurisprudence exam. So, you know, I worried a lot about this exam back in first semester of nursing school, and, you know, I wish I better prepared myself, because at first I didn't really, you know, care or didn't really take it seriously, because in my program there were classes that helped you prepare for this exam. My fourth semester class was the one that was kind of like the mock exam class, and it really did set me up for success. So whether you're a nursing student or you just are about to graduate and you're just going to write your jurisprudence exam, I think it's important for you to know some of these things, and, you know, just to keep in mind that, you know, it's not as easy as you may think it is. So, you know, a lot of the questions were you know, based around, there were some scenario questions, which those ones are pretty straightforward, but you do need to read the documents, you do need to know them. You do need to know, you know, the different health acts that are in place, like the Nursing Act or the Health Professionals Act or whatever it is. I forgot what they're called, but a lot of those questions were related to the acts we have in place. So you got to know those, and then some of the questions were specific to each document. So what I mean by that is, you know, it'll ask a question in the document, I don't know, ethics, according to this document, what does this mean, or how does this apply? And you actually have to know your documents in order to get that question right. Now, at the end of the exam, it doesn't tell you your mark, it just says pass or fail. And for me, that was something kind of, I wish that they told you your mark, just because it kind of, you know, like, where's the gaps in my knowledge there, so it kind of would help me better. Anyway, so that's pretty much what you should expect of the exam. Now, for things that, you know, helped me quite a bit was this textbook here. So this is the Mosby's Comprehensive Review for Canadian PN exam. So this is for practical nursing. I can put this in the description. You can get it on Amazon. I got mine from Indigo, but they do have it on Amazon. And obviously this is going to help me with my registration exam, but there is a chapter in here that is dedicated to not the CNO specifically, but to like the rules and regulations and all of that fun stuff. I think it's the second chapter, but anyways, it's a good, it's called Professional Practice and the Nurse-Client Relationship. So it just kind of walks you through a lot of scenarios, and, you know, what to expect, what some of the rules are, things like that. So it's really good, just like a summary of everything. So what I did was I read this right before I wrote the exam, and so that kind of refreshed my memory. But a lot of it is based around the documents, so that's why it's important to take notes. So I had a class that was specifically meant for this, but I know not all programs have that. So what I did was I just went through each document. On the CNO website, they have a tab. I can link it down below, but like the study resources for the jurisprudence, and pretty much all of those will walk you through, like, there's different, it tells you which documents you need to know for your exam. So what I did was I went through each one, I wrote, you know, what it was, important points out of it, and then, you know, for the C&O, I wrote what their vision was, what their mission was, like how they protect the public, all of that stuff, all of the controlled acts, your scope of practice. Like, you need to know those things. You do need to know directives and delegation. And delegation is something that it can be confusing, but there were questions on there that, you know, I had no idea. So, you know, you can dig a little deeper for those things, but I can just show you an example of my notes here. So just have it really organized. The exam is open book. So what I did was I went to that C&O Jurisprudence exam study resources, and they were all the documents listed there. And then I had this open and I had it really organized and highlighted so that for each question, most of them will tell you which document to look for, but you have to, you know, go in there and know your stuff, because you only have a limited amount of time. So yeah. Okay, so this was the page I was talking about. So these are the resources. So I had this open during my exam, and you know, it has all of the documents that you'll need to know, and then you can refer back to them. But I suggest going over these before you do your exam and kind of know your stuff. So so that way you know what you're looking for, kind of thing. And then the other thing was the textbook, which is right here, so you can get this off of Amazon, and then this is what it's called. But I will also link this in the description box below for you guys. So basically my experience was pretty good. It was a bit challenging, like I couldn't have done it without, you know, having my notes, but it did help me a lot that I was organized and I did study. So my advice would be, if you're a new nursing student, would be to start looking now, start paying attention now, know your regulatory body, know what they do, like what laws are in place, what documents refer to what, and that way it kind of just gives you you know, a starting point, and then it kind of pulls everything together once you come to your end and you're gonna write your jurisprudence exam. So that's my advice. And then also, you know, just review, open those documents. I know they're boring to read, but you know, you need to know if you're gonna be a nurse, if you're gonna be regulated, you know, you need to know these things, and it's important for you to know in your practice. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any other videos. I will link the textbook and that link to the study resources down below. One more thing, if you guys are interested, you can go on Quizlet, and that's kind of where they have like those practice questions. So I'll link a Quizlet down below for you guys that I used. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed. So thank you so much.